Welcome to another special edition of the Love Intervention. COVID-19, quarantine, locked up, can't get out. They got locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out. Well, they kind of letting us out now.
Yeah, they kind of, a little bit, a little taste.
Yeah. So today's episode is about protecting your relationship.
Right.
Yes.
Protecting your relationship.
So we have some tips for protecting your relationship today.
Yep. So whether you're in a marriage or you're coupled up with someone.
Coupled up, cohabitating, shacking.
So whether you're in a marriage or you're coupled up, you definitely want to protect your relationship during this time. And so here are a few tips. Recognize your relationship is vulnerable. Everybody's relationship is vulnerable.
Yes.
You know, if you're not careful, you can find yourself in a place that you never thought you'd be in. And it's especially easy now to being so in such close proximity to each other. It's really easy for someone to say something and you get upset.
Right.
Because our tempers are short, our nerves are stepped on.
Your frayed nerve endings.
Right. And so recognize your relationship is vulnerable during this time.
Yeah.
Mitigate possible issues. As much as possible, coordinate your schedule so that you're spending time together that is loving and warm and worthwhile.
Yes.
And then you want to talk about expectations. If you're in a situation where you both are working out of the home and you have children, you want to definitely talk about what the expectation is, because one spouse might be thinking, we have sex every day, all day. But you may not, you may like, dude, I gotta work. A homegirl, I gotta work. Yeah, I gotta work. So coordinate your schedules and then talk about expectations. Talk about maybe some goals you might have. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. Maybe you want to start a business. I mean, there's several things that you could be doing while we're still in self-distancing mode and kind of in and out of it. So, and then this is one of my favorite. Turn on your security. Now, what do I mean? Do I mean?
What do you mean?
Do I mean the security for your house, like ADT or whatever? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the security of your relationship. And what I mean is, during times like these, you want to definitely make sure that you're not participating in activities or things that may cause your spouse or the other person in the relationship to feel insecure, feel overlooked, neglected, or
disrespected,
maybe disrespected. But what I was thinking was like overwhelmed or like, what is it called when you're just like smothered. You don't want so you want to definitely turn on your security alarm to stop some of these things from happening. And then you want to definitely look at things that are actually happening, right? So I know that as adults, we have some behaviors that are considered hobbies, and we spend a lot of time on social media. And if your spouse or your the other person in the relationship is there with you and they're like over your shoulder watching you, they may get offended, or they may be irritated by the fact that one spouse is spending too much time on a bikini photo on a social media site, or they're looking too much or too long at pictures with people's shirts off. Or so you definitely want to point your sensor in the right direction. You don't want to be overly sensitive about some things, because usually you're not there to see it, right? And then you want to be honest about any insecurities that you have. This is the time that that's probably gonna laser focus on your insecurities. How you feel about yourself, how you feel about your relationship, how you feel about the job you're doing with your kids, how you feel about being a wife, how you feel about being a husband, how do you feel about your role in your relationship, how do you feel about your spouse disciplining, how they feel about you disciplining. It's just so many things that can come up. So you want to be honest about your insecurities, and you want to have a successful communication about those things.
Very good. That's all your tips? Good stuff. Appreciate everything that you said. I'm sure the viewers appreciate the things you said. I have 3 other things that I want to add.
Okay.
Because I need to have something to say too.
Okay.
So here we go. So 3 things real quick, and then we're out of here. Remember who you're with. Right? I say that all the time. You got to remember who, if you're married, remember who you're married. Remember who you married. Remember who you're in a relationship with. The things that they need, those are the things that you need to give them if you want to do a good job of being a husband or a wife. That may not be the same for you and your relationship, but for me and our relationship, I got to remember who I married and treat her the way that she needs to be treated. She needs to remember who she married and treat him the way I need to be treated.
Right.
So, but those things are specific to the person you're with. So 1, remember who you're with.
Right.
2, remember who you are.
Right.
I'm talking about being able to have some space and being able to work through different conflicts and different things like that. You got to remember who you are too. And if you need a minute, if you need some time, if you need a kiss or a hug or something like that, you got to be able to communicate that too. And don't lose yourself in this time of constriction. Is that the word I want to use? This time of being together. Don't lose who you are. Do the things that you like to do too. But remember that you're not alone. You are not alone.
Right.
All right, Michael Jackson. All right, last one. Prioritize your relationship.
Right.
Nothing that you're doing outside of your relationship is going to be more important than you putting your relationship first.
Right.
Now, in our particular belief system, you may not feel this way. We think God is first and then our relationship. All right, but prioritize your relationship. Because at some point, they're going to open the whole country back up. We're in California. They haven't really opened very much. I don't know where you're watching this from, but at some point, they're going to open the country back up.
Yeah, so be creative. Have a date night.
Yeah.
You know, go somewhere differently in your house, or fix up your kitchen in a way that it feels like it's set apart.
Right.
During a time where kids are asleep, or kids are playing video games, or kids are wherever, outside or something.
Right. Put some clothes on so you actually look different.
Right.
And then so that you can appreciate each other. Prioritize your relationship. And you'll get through it. That's the last thing I had to say. I think that's a good one to end on.
Yeah.
What you think?
Well, we hope that these tips have been helpful.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share these videos, these special edition videos. And then go back and watch some of the other stuff. We had 2 full seasons that you can watch too. All right, that's it.
Well, I think these are some really great tips.
I think so.
And so we'll see you next time.